What's good, everybody? So on my trip to Krakow, I first drove 2 hours to Gdansk airport, which is about a 2-hour drive, drove to the airport. And then once I got there, I had paid for parking somewhere that was probably like 10 minutes from the airport, and then I was gonna try to catch a bus to the airport. But once I got there, I couldn't get into the parking garage, and that was very stressful and annoying. So I was like, dang. I had luckily got there like maybe 2-3 hours before my flight. So once I couldn't get in the gate, I figured out, okay, I'm gonna have to do something different. So then I just drove to the airport, and I was trying to park. And at first I accidentally drove into the rental parking. And then I told the lady on the intercom, because eventually I found out I was in the wrong place. And I was like, I drove into the wrong place. I've only been here like 5 minutes. And she was like, well, you need to pay to leave. And I'm like, ma'am, I drove into the wrong place. Like, I didn't mean to drive into here. Like, I was not trying to park here. And she's like, you still need to pay. And I was just like so irritated. I'm like, bro, why am I paying for parking not even parking here? But so I was literally backed up to go pay in the park, and then the gate lifted up. I just drove forward. I don't know if she lifted it up or whatever, but I didn't have to pay, thankfully. So then I was trying to just leave the airport and find somewhere else to park because everywhere else kind of looked full. And then the people were just being like super rude because there's only one exit, and my ticket would not freaking let me out the gate. Long story short, I had a lot of trouble trying to park. The airport parking, apparently you have to have a reservation like on your phone. And so I eventually, after I was driving around for at least 30-40 minutes because I could not leave. I ended up pulling up to the long-term parking, pressed the intercom, told the lady I was trying to park there, and she was like, okay, you need to have a reservation. And I was like, okay, can I make one right now? Because that's my only option for it. And she's like, yeah, you can do it. And so I was on my phone, sitting in front of the gate, making the reservation. And luckily it went through, even though I was there, say it was 10 a.m., but the reservation was for 11 a.m. But it let me through, thankfully. So eventually I found the parking, but I'm used to Atlanta, and the airport there, so I'm always, a little worried as far as security, trying to get there early. The security was actually really fast, so after I got through that, everything was good. The flight was smooth. Once I landed there, I got off the plane, headed to the train. As soon as I got to the train, I was trying to buy my ticket. I promise you, there were 2 people that got on the train before me. As soon as I got my ticket, the train left. So I just got to Krakow. I think that's how you pronounce it. I literally just pulled up to the train. I swear there was 3 people, probably the train was almost full, but there were people that got onto the train before me 10 seconds. And then they left right when I got my ticket. I'm like, So I'm excited to see what this city has to offer, as well as the food, and visit possibly the Auschwitz. And hopefully I can visit that. So I'm excited to be here and, explore. Dang, and then I asked the lady, when's the next train? It was another 30 minutes. I'm like, dang, the train was right there. But I wasn't tripping. So I just waited for the next train. I waited inside because it was cold as crap. The train took me to, I think it was called Krakow, the main station. So it's basically right in the city of Krakow. I just got on the train. We got about 20-30 minutes before we take off, and it's about 20-30 minute ride to the city. So I'm excited to hopefully see some cool views on the way. But yeah, look at the train, looks cool. It's cold outside. And once we got there, I got off the train, and that's when I was like, oh, I'm here. It was packed. There are people everywhere. After I got off the train, I was really confused because there was so many people, hundreds and hundreds. And it was I think it was because where they dropped us off was the main station for the train. They had because they had stores, they had cinnamon pretzels and all these pretzels. They had food spots in there, McDonald's. And then I found out basically there was a whole mall connected, and it was 4 different levels. It was a huge mall. And I was like, oh, that's why. So basically that station was connected to a mall. And so once I got there, I was pretty hungry, so I got a cinnamon pretzel. It was pretty good. And then I headed to my hotel, chilled out for a little bit, got ready to walk around and then head to dinner. But I made sure to ask the receptionist some good food places to recommend me, because I always like to get recommendations from some of the locals because they know the hidden spots for real. And I actually ended up going to a place called Morski Oko, and like when I got there, there were a few tables left. And after I was sitting down and like eating, every time there were people walking in like constantly, and the waitresses and like the person like welcoming at the door, I forget their names, but they were having to turn people away, saying if you don't got a reservation, we can't do it. You can wait, it might be an hour and a half. And some people actually waited too, so I was like, dang, this must be good. Like, people are feeding to come here. But I had a good meal. I tried the Polish sausage at first, and it was pretty good. And then I also had, it was pork knuckle. And unfortunately, I did not like it at all. Like at first I was like, the meat inside it was good, but like I can't eat certain textures of food. Like certain textures I can't mess with, like, you know, like muscle, slimy stuff. And on the pork knuckle, the skin of it was like a little slimy, and I just couldn't do it. After that, I walked around, wanted to explore, because that was my first night being there, see like what the town looked like, what the buildings looked like, and it was a really beautiful place, I'm not gonna lie. It was great to see, like it was snowing a little bit too. It wasn't even super loud, it was like a real calm vibe, just felt really peaceful. Then I ended up going to Zara because it was so cold. Like I was like, bro, and I like the store Zara, so once I saw it, I was like, okay, let me see what's here. But it was so cool, it felt so good to just get indoors. I was like, nice, get indoors. But I just walked around, and then I love cologne. If y'all probably don't know, but I love cologne. So once I saw like the cologne section, I started smelling like all the colognes. Like I was in there like 10, 15 minutes just smelling the colognes, trying to see which one I like. I ended up getting one of them. I love to get cologne. You know, if you smell good, look good, feel good, play good. So you gotta make sure you're smelling good. After going to Zara, I just walked around a little bit more, made sure I wanted to see the city, see what places I might want to go to the next day. And I actually found this jazz bar that I love jazz, I really do, all types of jazz. So once I found it, I was like, dang, I might want to check this out. So then the next day, then I went to this place called Stary Klep Bars, and it was known for the pierogi. And I wanted to get some real traditional Polish pierogi. I hope I'm saying it right. So right now I'm in a place called Stary Klep Bars. It's like a market basically. I just ate at this place. It's called Sekret Smaku or something. But I looked it up because I wanted to come here because it basically said they had homemade pierogi, and I don't know how to say it in Polish, but I had it was a Mexican style pierogi and rib meat with honey. And then I also tried the Italian one and the one with some type of cheese. But the Mexican style one and the rib meat with honey were really good. So I'm going to come back later and get those again. I'm also tried the pierogi. It's called pierogi with meat. I don't know. It's like, I don't know how to say it. I was in there trying to pronounce the words and they were helping me, but it was really hard. But it was really good, so I'll probably end up coming back later. And I'm pretty full too. But I also came here because I wanted to try, I'm gonna give y'all the word, I'm gonna put it on the clip, but it's basically a bagel that's very popular here, and also like a pizza, a type of pizza. So there are 2 other spots that throughout the day I definitely want to try here. It's like a bagel and then a pizza. So I'm pretty excited. But yeah, that place was fire, 10 out of 10 for sure. But it was really good. It was so good. So after I went there, I also wanted to try what they call zapienka, which is like this pizza, and it's like, I guess it's popular there. It's like a long slice, which I'll show you what it was. But I ended up getting it from a food stand that I walked to, and it was really good, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big pizza fan, but I did enjoy that. And then I also tried something, I don't know how to say it correctly, but it's basically like a bagel in America. And they said that was something that was, I guess, like traditional in Poland. I went to try all the traditional foods, to try to at least. And that was okay, it was just like a simple bagel, so I didn't see the hype on that one. But the pierogi, I also went to this other spot that was downtown at the old town, and that pierogi was fire. So I really do like pierogi from Poland because every spot I've been to so far has been really good. But then I ended up, after I got that pierogi, like I said, I went to the jazz bar. It was great vibes in there, I'm not gonna lie. Like the people there, they were very nice. They greeted me. And I ended up meeting some Americans from New York, and we were just chatting it up. And they were really nice guys, man. I was telling them a little bit about my basketball career, how I was in Slovakia, now I'm in Poland, and just getting to know them, asking why they were there. And it was just good talk. Good to meet some fellow Americans in Poland and listen to some good jazz. So after that jazz bar, now I was pretty spent for the night. And let me tell you, I don't normally eat gelato, but that gelato was really good. I'm becoming a fan of gelato based off of this trip because I had tried a strawberry and mango. The strawberry is my favorite, but it was definitely something that I'm like, oh, I think I might need to get gelato more often. And unfortunately, I was planning to go to Auschwitz. I had bought the tickets and everything to go see like the concentration camps and learn a little bit more history about it and see it in person. But I had booked it for like 5 a.m. and I went to sleep around 2, and I was too tired to go. The next day, when I was walking around, I headed to Wawel Castle. I think it's called Wawel Castle. This really big castle, and it was just, I've never seen a castle that big in person. Like, I was actually completely shocked. I don't know if y'all can see how big this building really is. Look at it compared to like the cart and these people. That's how big that is, bro. Like, that's crazy. I don't know what's in there. Bro, this is the Wawel Castle. This thing is like enormous, bro. Look at this thing. I've never seen something like this. This is crazy. Imagine living in that, bro. Take you like days to get throughout that crib. And it literally, once I got inside the outside of the building, like you have to see it to understand. But I got lost trying to leave. That's how big the place was. But it was really cool to see a castle in real life. Like that's like something from a movie. But that was cool. I ended up eating dinner at this place called Butcher's Grill. The burger was really good. That was probably like 9 out of 10. That was another spot I got recommended to go to. A definitely enjoyable experience and great food. Then I also was walking around. I love me some candy. I saw this really cool candy shop. And I was like, dang, this place looks cool. And I walked in, it was really cool. And I ended up getting me some candy. And my goal was to try basically anything that I didn't know what it was. So there was a lot of candies in there that looked very unfamiliar to me and something you just would not see in America. Like you wouldn't just see this every day. It wasn't like some Skittles. It was like something you don't even know what you're looking at for real. So I got like one of everything because you can put it in the bags, and I tried it. And one of them it looked like cotton candy, but it was like so good. I wish I would have got more, but I'm not a big fan of cotton candy, so I was a little hesitant. But that candy store was fire. Definitely recommend it. But I also stopped by a Lindor store, the Lindor chocolate, because I love chocolate. I don't buy Lindor chocolate often, but because they had a bunch of different flavors there, like 13 different flavors of chocolate. So I got every different flavor to try, which I haven't even tried them all yet. Shows how many flavors there were. But then I also went to another cologne spot that I saw while I was walking by, and the gentleman there was very helpful, very nice. He was explaining to me the different fragrances, where they were from, who made them, and I was telling him I want something different I can't get in America. Something smelled good. I was telling him, what type of fragrances I like, nothing too strong, but something, that's like more sweet. And he ended up finding a good cologne for me that I really like. I ended up getting it, and like I said, I love cologne, so hey, good purchase in my books. After leaving and traveling back to Poland, Gdansk, or Swoops, I was pretty tired, man. Like I was sleeping in the airport because I had about 3-4 hour layover, and I was sleeping on the bench, and I was tired. But once I got back, everything was good. Great trip. It was definitely a great experience to see something new, a different city. That was my first time ever, I guess, exploring a city in Europe. So it was definitely a great experience, and I would recommend anyone to travel. I feel like traveling is something that if you can do it, you definitely should experience different cultures, different foods, learn different history. I feel like it's a great learning experience and just expand your horizon because there's life outside of just where you're from.
Bro, this is literally a McDonald's. I've never seen a McDonald's like this. Come on now, like what are we doing now? Come on now. America gotta catch up. Look at this. This place is huge. This is a freaking McDonald's, bro. I'm gonna show you the outside. You would never know this was here. It's crazy. Wow, they got a lift for the food, it looks like. I've never seen this ever in my life. It looks like they got a lift for the food. Never seen this. Nah, this is crazy. What type of McDonald's is this? It's like a secret service McDonald's. What the heck is this? What? Bro, I'm tweaking right now.
Other than that, I hope y'all enjoyed this video going around Krakow with me, showing y'all what my trip was like. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Come join the fam.